Where are you, Rabbi Wilhelm?
Look, I'm in the airport. Guess which country? Guess which country?
No, but does the water go down the other way, down the pot?
Okay, I'm in Argentina. I'm in the airport, Baruch Hashem. I came for a chasna, and after a few days, we're heading back. And wasn't it interesting that one of the shiurim we had on our standard learning, I was giving the shiur from Argentina, you were in Japan, and there was a student listening in by phone from where?
Austria.
So the world is small. The world is small. And the mission of what the Eibishter wants us to do is to unite everybody. To unite everybody. And the best way to unite everybody is the thing that we all have in common, which is Torah. Torah is what unites us all. Okay, so Emir Hashem this Thursday starts the 3 weeks. It starts with the Shiva of Tammuz. And the Rebbe has a phenomenal sikha. What's the significance of the number 3? Why this turbulent time is categorized with the 3 weeks. Even in halacha, there's a concept called the 3 weeks. Why the number 3 and the power of the number 3? So that's for another discussion. For the parsha, we know that in this week's parsha it says the Eibishter commanded us to take revenge of Midian. And even though we don't see the actual revenge till next week's parsha, there's a lot of interesting points of the war of Midian. Any other war was a war that was there to conquer land. But we needed the land for Eretz Yisrael, so we waged war. Midian was a war of revenge, a war of mission. And that is that wicked people, they caused seduction. They seduced the Jews to do non-good. And the Eibishter says, we just don't want them around for what they. And it's interesting that the term that the Torah uses is kitzoyredim heim. Kitzoyredim heim means that they are still your enemy right now. What Midian stands for still applies today. Now, it's interesting to note that in the Chassidus, they make a big fuss about next week's parsha, where it says, "Hey, cholzu miitchem," that we need to get a few good men to fight the Midyanim. The Midyanim symbolize fights and animosity between people, and it's all the way to break them is to bring everybody together. Bring everybody together as achdus, and that's especially connected to this time, the time of the 3 weeks, which is we know that the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed because of sinas chinam, and the way to fight it is to have avas chinam. The Rebbe points out in the Sikha that one of the main differences between this war and any other war, the Leviim didn't have to fight, and the Leviim were off the hook. Whereas the war of Midian, because it wasn't a war to get land, to acquire something, it was a war as erasing the mission of what do they stand for, then even the Leviim have to do. In other words, everybody, every year, no matter who you are, has to do something to bring unity amongst people. And as the Rebbe would always quote what the famous saying, Barcheinu Avinu Kolanu Ke'echad, that God should bless us as long as we are one. When you create unity, God blesses us. As you see, everybody's boarding the flight. I'm going to be the last one to go onto the flight. And I just wanted to say a short of our Torah because you keep on calling me from Hudson Place.
Thank you very much, Rabbi. You also bring unity to our world. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Hi, Rabbi Wilhelm. Could you maybe elucidate a little bit more about the unity concept you were speaking about previously?
Elucidate, is that the right word?
Elucidate, to give me a little bit more information, a little bit more insight.
Okay, I'll tell you. As you see, I'm back home, Baruch Hashem, and I'm actually supposed to give a shir in 4 minutes. So I just want to tell you a thought I thought about in the plane that connects unity. Not only that every individual has to make sure that a Klal Yisrael is unified, but when in this week's parsha, when Moshe Rabbeinu was looking for a successor, and he thought he wanted his kids to take him over, but Hashem says, I have somebody else in mind. The qualification which is mentioned of who is a suitable successor to Moshe Rabbeinu is one who could go with all winds. Kele lekeya ruchas, meaning to say he could, again, the concept of unity. A true leader has to know how to relate to all different forms of people. No, just like no two snowflakes are the same, no two minds are the same, no two Jews are the same. Each one comes with his own peckle. And the true leader is a leader who knows how to unify them all. There was actually a vart from Rabbi Yehuda HaChassid. Rabbi Yehuda HaChassid says that Moshe Rabbeinu and the Eibishter were talking about to find somebody to take over after Moshe. He says, let's not have the Jews be katsoin asher ein lahem roya, like sheep that have no shepherd. So Rabbi Yehuda HaChassid says, ein lahem roya is soifei tevis, that last letters of all these three words, ein, lahem, roya, is soifei tevis Haman. If somebody has no leader who's able to unify them, that's the job of Haman. Because Haman says, Yeshna yam echad mefuzar mefayred. Jews are all over the place. They're not together. Each one is on their own. And the job of a true leader is to unify and be able to deal with every Jew in his own Maimed Amatzid. There's another beautiful pshat. What is a true leader? Only one whose aim is Lahem Roya, somebody who thinks of himself as a nothing. I'm just the middleman that connects all Jews together. If you have your own ego involved, you're not able to do the job. Okay? I just thought about it as a hemshech to the thought of unity that we were talking about till now.
This is the gift that keeps giving. Thanks, Rabbi.
Thank you. Kol tov.
Shabbos.